Hi, this is Joe, and I'm going to be showing you the last part of our Google Drive file stream videos on how to move your documents from your Z drive, which is what you're probably most familiar saving to, over to your Google Drive file stream. So before we do that, we're just going to go down to our File Explorer. Looks like a folder at the bottom. And one thing I did want to show you before on the last video, I want to show you how to make this available offline. If you don't have it available offline, it means that you need to have an internet connection to access all of your files because it's going through Google Drive. If you make it available offline, it will store a copy of your files on your computer, so then you have access to it with or without an internet connection. So once I open up my File Explorer, I can see I have my desktop downloads, Dropbox, Google Drive file stream, so we can click on that. Or if I come down here underneath computer, I see Windows, then Google Drive file stream. Either way is fine. But once I'm in there, I'm going to right click on my drive. I get this drop down box. I'll come to Drive File Stream. And by default, yours will say online only. So we want to change that, and we want to click on Available Offline. Like I said, that way you'll be able to use these files or access these files online when you have an internet connection, or offline if you do not have an internet connection. And then when you save it, the next time your internet connection comes back on, it will sync with Google Drive and it will be stored on the cloud. Okay? So I would suggest doing that either right now, pausing this video, or at the end of this video, make it available offline. So now let's get to how I transfer files over to my file stream. Okay, so when I'm in my File Explorer, again, down here you see Google Drive, which has a G after it. Then you see Joe Kulbacki, or this will say your first underscore last, and then it's your Z drive. So if I click on my Z drive, I will see all of my files that I have saved to the network in the past 10 years that I've been here. What I need to do to move these files over is I simply, let's see, I'll take this Dibbles. If I just put it on Google Drive, file stream, you may see an error like this. It says cannot complete action. And the reason is because you're trying to download or put it in your Google Drive file stream top folder. We need to put it in the My Drive underneath Google Drive File Explorer, Google Drive file stream. So if you don't see that My Drive available, if I click on this little arrow right next to Google Drive file stream, I get a drop down, and now I can see My Drive. So let's say I want to take that same Dibbles folder, and I'm going to drag it over to My Drive, and you can see, well, this BioCDT is one that I just did as well. But if I come down to Dibbles, you can see there's a green check mark. That means that it is already synced with Google Drive, and you can have access to it if you go to drive.google.com. This BioCDT one that I did earlier has a few more folders, so you can see that it's blue. That means that it's syncing now, and I'll have access to it shortly online. What I'd like to show you next is if you want to do multiple folders at the same time. So I can click on, let's see, let's say I want to do these two folders, exam view, and then I'm going to hold down my control button on my keyboard, and then I will click on my next folder. So now I have two folders highlighted. I can drag them over to My Drive. It will copy both of those folders over to My Drive. Let's say I want to do all of my folders in my Z drive. If I press the Control button, hold it down, plus the A button, it will select all of my files. You can see they're all selected there. And then I can simply drag all of them over, put them in My Drive, and everything from my Z drive is now going to be copied to my Google Drive file stream underneath My Drive. Folders will have the same names. It'll look exactly the same. It's just that you're simply making a change from going from your Z drive with your first and last name to your Google Drive file stream. My Drive, and then you have access to your files. So if you have any questions about this, or if you would like some assistance in doing this, just call or email Frank, Vicky, or myself, and we will be happy to help you.